Greetings. I am Cardinal Matthew Stader with the Ecumenical Order of Christ, and I have some urgent information which you must hear. Several months ago, prior to the most recent scheduled blood moon eclipse of July 26, a course of events of drastic importance began to play out. Events pointing to the coming of the Messiah. At this time, my eldest son, who is autistic and to a large extent nonverbal, started speaking a sequence of words, in addition to typing one of the words and another associated with the sequence into an iPad application. The sequence was warning, red circle, black circle. On the iPad, he would type the word warning repeatedly and a phrase, red star. One other word he began speaking was the name Noah. There is no one at all in his life by this name, and shortly after he began saying it, diverse places all around the world began experiencing catastrophic flooding. He also began speaking the name Daniel. Again, this is not a name he is likely to hear, but is a major indicator of where we stand in terms of biblical prophecy. It is undeniable that the Messiah must be revealed to the world soon. Of course, I'm not claiming to know exactly when. I'm not quite that arrogant. In regard to the word sequence, at first it was surmised that he was referring to the blood moon, which was an approaching event at the time. But in retrospect, it seems apparent that it is much more likely the words being given to him are in reference to the abomination of desolation, which is the name the ancients knew it by, and in more modern times is referred to by other names such as Nibiru or Nemesis. It is also possible that the red star my son speaks of is an incoming comet or asteroid. Now, no matter the name or the precise nature of the object, the meaning of its approach is clear, as is the meaning of surrounding armies gathering against Israel. Destruction approaches mankind, not simply by our own hand, though this is a possible factor, but also from above. More recently, another biblical name has been added to my son's vocabulary, seemingly out of context, unless in concert with the increasingly troublesome times we are living in. The name is Jacob. Now, my son is not the only autistic person being given messages about the Messiah and his coming. I know this. I will include my contact details in the hope that the associates of the Israeli boy referred to as Daniel will contact me. In the meantime, there is a king to be crowned. The people who will play a part in this should know who they are by now. They must act now, or I fear that the wrath of an extremely displeased God will befall them. This, of course, is not something I want to see happen, but it must if those I speak of continue to allow arrogance and pride to rule their actions. A divine reprimand will undoubtedly become a certainty. I pray this message finds those who needs to hear it, and for anyone else out there who is aware of the truth and whose eyes are open, be well.